Reaching this 50,000 subscriber milestone would not have been possible without all of you that have watched, subscribed, commented and supported this channel, and I'm so grateful for every one of you. And it really is a pleasure to make this video where I answer some of your questions, so let's get straight to it. So Disgruntled Doomer asks, tell us about your day job. So I've been a video cameraman for more than 25 years and I work mainly in TV but also shooting promos and corporate videos. I specialise as a camera crane operator and I use the Polcam camera crane, which is a 6-metre carbon fibre camera crane, and I use that for property shows, for cooking shows and for gardening shows, as well as for sport and music. What I found really interesting is the similarities between operating the camera crane and a selfie stick with a 360 camera on the end, because a lot of the techniques and the camera moves are very similar, and I've made a video about it recently and I'll leave a link to it at the end of the video. F1 Pit Pass commented, congrats on 50k, can you send me 50k? Yeah, why not? Check is in the post, my friend. How do you add text to a 360 video if you don't have expensive Adobe and similar editing programs? The best free video editing software is DaVinci Resolve, and you can use that to edit your 360 videos using the Carter VR extension. I haven't used it myself to add text to 360 videos, but the standard DaVinci software can add text, so it may be a good place to start if you then want to add text to your 360 videos. You can also use the Ricoh Theta app to add text to your 360 videos, but it's not dynamic in any way, so it just sits there on top and doesn't move dynamically with the image. Tony Brownie asks, if you want to use two 360 cameras on a motorbike at the same time, can you use one phone to control them both? The short answer is no. I thought I did have a solution for you, and that's using the new Insta360 GPS remote. In the original write-up for the remote, it does say that you can control multiple cameras simultaneously, but I haven't managed to do that myself. And also I've seen Insta360 comment on some posts where they say that you can connect multiple cameras, but you can only control the last camera that was connected. So the only solution, unfortunately, at this stage is to use two phones, or to use a phone and a GPS remote. What's your religion? What's your hobbies? So I haven't got a religion, but in terms of my hobbies, my biggest hobby is keeping fit and martial arts. I do strength side workouts every day, and these are strength, flexibility and mobility body weight workouts. And there's a lot of primal movements in there as well. And these are followed by the obligatory dip in the cold tub. And I love forest walks, and we're a 10-minute drive from the New Forest, so I go walking in the forest 3 or 4 times a week. And of course I take Scooby, and you've seen him in many of my videos. I did karate for 20 years on and off, and I now only do that at home, and I am considering starting up a new martial art like Krav Maga, so if any of you watching do Krav Maga, then I'll be interested to know your thoughts. Creative Aero 2023, your thoughts on higher end 360 cameras such as the Titan? I was really close to buying the Titan last year. I'm usually quite impulsive when it comes to new camera gear, and I use anything as justification to try and buy one. I had a potential long-term project come up, unfortunately it didn't come off, so I've saved myself 20 grand. I haven't had any hands-on experience with this camera, but some things to consider. The camera is obviously bigger, the cases are bigger, the tripods are bigger, the mounts are bigger. Everything that you need for this setup is bigger. And you'll need more memory, so you'll use 8 memory cards with this camera. I think there's one for each lens. There might even be a separate memory card for the audio as well. And in most places, you won't just be able to turn up and shoot with this camera, you will need to put some permissions in place. And you'll be dealing with 11K video files, so the computer you use will need to be a much higher spec. Ben Claremont and Hugh Howe have done a hands-on review on this camera, and I'll leave a link to those videos in the description. So where is your pleasant accent from? So my accent is from Hampshire in the south of England, which is where I was born and where I still live. It's so funny that my accent has been talked about in many comments over the last 4 years. And as well as having my looks compared to Steve Carell, I've also been told that I sound like Harry Potter. And this is hilarious, so I'd be the most common trash-talking Harry Potter ever. Thanks again for all your support, and if you want to see that selfie stick versus pro camera crane video, then you can watch that here. And I'll see you over there.